Blaney in the Bill Davis car being shown in the 8th position. There's a 22 right in front of Dale Jr.
He's got some good help right there with that 88 car pushing. See that? He gets a big shove up through the middle.
Yeah, I didn't think Dale Jr. was going to want to stay down that bottom. You get down that bottom and you're trapped there.
That was a close call right there.
Woo.
Oh, got trouble up front.
Biffle right in front of Jr. Kenseth is in it.
Oh, and turns Quapple into the outside wall.
And
Kevin, a lot of chasers involved in this one.
Oh,
17.
When you get off there, if you could drive it.
This is definitely the big one we were looking for, guys. I was hoping we had not seen, or we had seen it and we wouldn't see this, but
these guys hung back all day, and that's what they get in then.
We don't have any brakes.
we told her, look at Dale Earnhardt Jr.'s car all torn up in the front. We mentioned Talladega could be the turning point in the chase.
this is definitely a turning point for these guys right here. All these chasers involved.
Carl Edwards all day long tried to stay out of trouble. You see Juan Pablo Montoya head of the garage area, 17 involved.
Your teammates there in the 99 took you guys out.
Biffle's car's destroyed.
Be interesting to see on the replay exactly what did happen.
Travis Quapple, the pole sitter, brand new car. Heavy damage on his car after having such a great run. 22, Dave Blaney. Harvick also damaged. He's sitting on pit road there, right side and left front damage.
Do you need another pen, Doc? I see you writing all these numbers down. Are you out of ink?
I'm running out of ink. Is writing people down in this incident here. Again, Biffle, Edwards, Dale Earnhardt Jr., Kenseth. 29 of Harvick. There's Carl Edwards, who had spent all day trying to stay out of trouble, trying to dodge people on pit road, even pitting a lap late to stay away from contact.
Yeah, that's frustrating to have a car as good as Travis Quapple had today to end like that.
Yeah, and he was almost by it, got clipped in the right rear, and that's what's so frustrating for him.
Let's show you again here. 14 laps to go, and the big one, 2, takes place.
You can see these guys coming on the high side. See Carl Edwards and Greg Biffle up on the high side making a real run. You see Blaney gets turned a little bit there, but that was okay. That looked like that could be big. But the trouble's going to start right up here in the front whenever looks like maybe the 99 gets into the back of the 16. That's all 3 Roush cars that it takes out right there. And Dale Jr.
Look at Jimmie Johnson just squeezed by this. There's still some wrecking ahead of Jimmie Johnson yet.
We talk about bump drafting. It's hard to see from that angle we were right there, but bump drafting in the corners. You have to believe that Biffle got a shot right there. I don't think that the car would just turn sideways. Jimmie Johnson right there in the middle, just behind Kevin Harvick, who was involved in the accident, but Jimmie Johnson's going to slip through. See Jeff Burton down the apron. Let's watch right here.
Still 3, keep pushing. Keep pushing.
And right there, you cannot touch somebody right there on that left rear corner.
You just can't keep hitting them, especially in that corner. You got the wheels turned already, and you just have to lay off right at that point. As much as you're wanting to help move forward.
Dale Earnhardt Jr.'s onboard camera. You see the contact right in front of him there, and he'll have nowhere to go.
1 inside, spin in front of you. Come on, come on, come on. We're in it, guys. Keep digging there. You're clear low when you get around them.
Yeah, that's a hard hit, too.
There you go. Come on, when you get off there, if you could drive it.
See, Junior chose to get up in that outside line. He saw them moving, but wasn't expecting that to happen. Wow, that 48 car was just amazing getting through there, too.
This is Kevin Harvick now. See, he kind of gets by this first part right here.
All right. Come on, stand it.
We're in it.
Yeah, then he got hit 2 or 3 different times.
These are the moves that can win a championship. Watch Jimmie Johnson.
Go to the middle, go to the middle. Hell yeah, watch this, still crashing. Go down, go down, go down. Watch him, watch him.
See the 55 get hit from behind back there by Kevin Harvick. Michael looked like he was getting by it, but Jimmie Johnson, that was just
And Reagan. David Reagan did a great job getting through there.
Yeah, that's a
he
great
drove
job
through all of that.
by those two drivers.
Let's listen to Jimmie's radio.
Not hit a thing. Sam riding around dead last from here on out. There's only like 5 cars left. Can't we at least try to go for the win? No, you have no idea how lucky we are. I mean, I'm telling you what. We better still think lucky too, because it's not over. Or about I was just teasing. Did you hit anything or lock anything up? Punch a freaking soul.
That's not the first time that's been said by a driver, I'll assure you. You've thought that exact same thing. Shannon, you're with Greg Biffle?
Yeah, down here, climbed out of his car. You hung out in the back all race long. You looked like you were just starting to make your move. What happened?
I don't know really what happened. Well, I think that the 99 tried to give us just a little help there in the center of the corner and got us turned around. But same old Talladega, you know, it's hung out in the back all day, and they should make these races 20 laps to get our fans the money's worth. But unfortunate for the guys. They worked really hard, built me a great car, and I felt like we drove really smart all day. You know, went up through the pack a few times, but just hate it for the guys, hate it for 3M. I know it hurt us in the points, but you know, we got 6 more. We knew this was a wild card.
How do you refocus moving forward to the next 6 races? I mean, looking at what you've been able to do so far in the chase, obviously.
Well, I mean, we just look at Charlotte, you know, as positive. You know, we ran really, really good there in the test here just a little while back, so you just can't expect anything out of Talladega.
All right, Greg Biffle, this 16-car guy's done for the day. Doc?
This is a 10-car crash. The big one, too. The big one, number 1, took place on lap 68. There were 9 cars involved. This one was even bigger. And this one involved a lot of chase contenders. You mentioned Biffle, Edwards, the original contact, Dale Earnhardt Jr., Matt Kenseth involved, the 29, Kevin Harvick involved. Others who were non-chasers, the 41 of Sorensen, 55 Michael Waltrip, 42 of Montoya, 22 of Dave Blaney, the 28 of Travis Kvapil.
This is our second red flag of the day.
Jeff Burton did a great job getting down across the racetrack. Both he and teammate Clint Boyer.
Still inside. In the front of you, in front of you. Stay down, slow her down, come on. Still wrecking. Easy. Tiptoe through there, go ahead and pull up a little bit. We're getting through this, guys. Piece of cake, good job.
Jeff's wife, Kim Burton, you can't imagine the emotion she's feeling when she sees a big cloud of smoke and doesn't see the 31 car, and then it appears. What a relief that must be. Let's go down where Shannon is caught up with Jack Roush.
Doc, 3 Roush Fenway Racing cars involved in that wreck. Jack, what did you see happen? The 18 and the 16 and the 99 looked like they were starting to make their move to the front.
Well, they were doing that. You know, these cars are organized so that with the bumpers that line up front and back, NASCAR let people push through the corners and push down the straightaways. They'd pushed one another all day, and I guess Carl got into Greg too hard, and he turned him sideways, and that caused a big wreck. Some days are harder than others. It's a real hard day. Talladega is a tough place. You come here and you run around the back, which they did, and try to stay out of trouble, trying to avoid somebody else's wreck, and then unfortunately you can be in making the charge for the front. You can get involved in your own wreck.
Yeah, what an emotional chase for Roush Fenway Racing. The highs of the last 3 weeks and now the lows of Talladega. Mike?
And catching up with another chaser who was involved, Kevin Harvick. Saw you looking at the monitor. What could you tell happened?
It looked like the 99 should have drafted all day because obviously he wasn't ready to start racing there until the end, and made a mistake and tore up most of the field. But just really proud of my Shell Pennzoil guys. We spun out there. We weren't going to sit back there and ride all day. That's not what these race fans pay to see. They pay to see us race, and it wasn't David Reagan's fault or anything. When he spun out, we just all got jammed up there just racing really hard. So it was a lot of fun. Just hate for it to get tore up like that. We'll try to get back out and limp around there.
Can you give me a little perspective? I mean, you know, every time you come here, this is a possibility. What's this like going through this in the midst of a championship hunt?
It's just Talladega. I mean, it's just, you know, you got a 50-50 opportunity to come here and miss the wreck, and today we got in it.
Disappointed Kevin Harvick, but still he manages a smile, Jamie.
And Mike, all the drivers just being released. First of all, Matt, are you okay? Hard hit there.
Yeah, I'm fine.
What happened? What did you see?
Well, I didn't really see it. I just saw the 16 was turned. I guess Carl said he turned the 16, I guess. So I didn't see it. I just saw 16's left front fender, and I thought we were doing all right getting to the front there. And I pulled left as far as I could, and I just couldn't miss it. 16 got wiped out, and he wiped me out somehow.
3 teammates involved in that. Glad to see Matt Kenseth. Okay, we'll move over here to Carl Edwards. Carl, we saw the replay of the video. You and the 16 got together. What happened there that led to all this?
I was just pushing Greg as hard as I could. It's my fault, and I apologize to everybody caught up in that wreck. I mean, we'd been pushing each other a lot, and it had been going really well. And he just, I just pushed him. I guess we got in exactly the wrong spot there going into 3, and he got real loose, and that was just the way it went. But it's my fault, and I feel bad that I took my teammates out. Oh, Matt's mad, and I'm sure Greg's mad, but you just do the best you can and hope for the best, and just didn't work out today. I always worry about the idiots when we come here, and I was the guy that caused that one.
Carl, you hung in the back most of the day, the strategy that you wanted, but then you guys need your teammates to run together. Talk about the strategy, and was it the right time for you to make that move?
I don't know that there was the right time to make that move, but it was going well. You know, we went down the back straightaway, and I thought I could get Greg out there, clear Tony, and we'd be in a pretty good position with 13 or 14 to go, or however many laps were left. So just do the best you can. Sometimes things like this happen.
All right, guys, Carl Edwards came in second in points. We'll have to see how this all shakes down. Shannon?
Yeah, Jamie, down here, Dale Earnhardt Jr. just addressing some of the media out of the infield care center. Dale, are you okay?
Yeah.
Can you tell me what happened from your perspective?
Well, I was running along there, and the 16 turned sideways. 99 had him hooked off in the corner. And he went down and hit Matt, and they turned up in front of me. I wasn't nothing I could do. I was just sitting there trying to get to the front, man. I was getting ready to have to be ugly. You know, we pushing people out of the way to get into the middle lane because the bottom wasn't the way to go. And just running along there trying to make something happen. And I'm running the map pretty hard. I'm glad everybody's all right.
Dale, you were so strong all day. You've said how much you love racing here at Talladega. That is obvious to everybody. How aggressive did it get out there towards this wreck?
It's not that aggressive. That was just some simple errors made. It's pretty rough on the bumping. Them guys need to learn how to bump, a couple of them. They just hit too hard, and it's just don't do anything. Doesn't accomplish anything, so really just aggravates you. But some of us know how to bump draft really good, and we do it real good, and we like to work with each other. Me and Juan were having an awesome time out there working together, and I had to dump Jimmie on the back straightaway, and he got real mad at me, but I didn't want to go in the top groove. The middle was the way to be, and I was going to try to get to work with him a little bit more and pay him back for that because I did him wrong. But it was a lot of fun. My car was really good. I'm sorry for my team having tearing up race cars. We ain't going to spend this much time, put this many man hours in the next plate race because ain't no telling what's going to happen anyways. We got good stuff. It don't matter what we bring to the racetrack. But it was a little nerve-wracking with the tires blowing. I was nervous about having my tire blow for no reason. I already had one blow already for no reason this weekend, and we had a lot more blowing for no reason. We had a lot blowing in the ARCA race. Them Hoosier tires ain't doing no better. It's some kind of combination to do with the surface, obviously, than the tire, but that made me nervous. But you got to run, and I was hoping we could pull off a win, man. We sure needed one.
All right, certainly a busy weekend for Dale Earnhardt Jr. Doc?
Under a red flag, Shannon, 11 cars. Now the total involved. To add to that, the list of chasers, the 6th chaser involved Kyle Busch. His damaged car on pit road.